the hell? What is wrong with people? Got to be so careful what you're posting on social media and how many people can access that. I don't think this is the last time we're going to hear about how deep fakes have become a problem. Just mark my words, there's going to be some crazy things in the future which are going to cause some real big problems for people who have no idea what the hell's going on. Just stay safe out there. That just about does it for today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed the clips that we've watched. If you did, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe for future content. I post a video every single day at 8 PM UK time. And if you want to continue the conversation, as I said earlier on in this video, please join our Discord community, the link for which you can find in the description below. Stay safe, stay well, and stay curious. Until next time.